Hello and welcome back to the channel. So this video could be part of the knife throwing for dummies series, but definitely aimed at beginners, at people who are at the beginning of their journey into knife throwing, or people who just wanna learn the terminology. Yeah. Now, picture this or imagine this particular scenario. A knife thrower would stand on a set distance from a target, okay? And then he would grab the knife on a handshake grip and then would perform a rotational half spin throw into the target. And then, same knife, same distance, he would switch to a grip that associated with a military half spin and throw, and of course it will stick into the target. And then he will switch to a grip that mostly associated with instinctive throwing, and he would perform a half spin and of course stick to the target. Now the key factor here, he performed it from the same known distance from the target. And then he will ask the question, out of these three methods, which one or which is the easiest to learn? Now, in this format as I just presented or explained, this is a trick question. The only answer to this are all three the same. All of these were nothing more than a conventional rotational throw. Yes, there was a dramatic pause here, for spicing it up a little bit, be a bit more theatric. Because some of you might go like, what did he just say? Did he say that this is a conventional rotational throw? Yeah, not quite. Not really. What I said is that in this format, okay? Because those three different type of throws are two different methods. One is conventional rotation, for example, a handshake grip or a hammer grip, doesn't matter. Sweet spot reliant. You figure out your sweet spot for the knife and for your body mechanics, it will always stick, okay? The other two, military half spin, so the other two, military half spin and instinctive, are instinctive type of throw. You can change distance and you're not relying for change of distance, you're not relying for set intervals. You can be anywhere where you want to be within the ability of the thrower. Okay? So presenting it as in that, like one throw, it's a trick question. Now, there comes the question. Am I hair splitting with this? Yes and no. Okay, this is a little bit of a hair splitting, but also a little bit of a not confession. What's the word when I'm trying to make up something? Okay, it's not confession. It is a confession, but it's also a I forgot the word. It will come to me anyway. And the reason for that is because I also made a similar video. I'm not asking which is the easiest technique to learn or method to learn, but I was throwing screwdrivers and I picked up a screwdriver and I thrown, conventional. I thrown military half. I thrown instinctive half. I thrown no spin, all from the same line. Okay. Now, the only right term I used, that was the no spin. because that wasn't instinctive no spin. If I stay on one line and performing all these different type of grips, they are not different type of throws. They just, the grip is different. If you're staying on one line, if you're staying on always on the same line, because if once you start moving, that's when it becomes an instinctive throwing. If you're staying, that's just, and I air quoted because rotational throwing is beautiful. I'm not in any shape or form talking down on rotational throwing. Okay, I really admire those guys who put that much. I'm not naturally a rotational thrower. Or sorry, not naturally. I'm an all spin thrower currently working on half spin. So in that format, there's a trick question. The only difference between those three throws is the hand formation. Okay. Now, this was video number 1. In video number 2, I will put my opinion forward of what do I think, which one is easiest and why, and all that. But for now, I think this is what it is. Also, if I manage to ruffle some feathers with this video, that is somewhat great or not, because that means we're discussing ideas. Put your ideas down in the comment. But in any way, thanks for listening, and I shall see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye.